Being a kid today is a full-time job. 8 hours of school, homework, structured sports, enrichment activities, music lessons, and the shortest summer vacations in history.
We are now going to have a short quiz.
If you attend a typical graduation speech, one of the things the speaker will say is follow your passions. For any young person in the audience who thinks about this has gotta seem absurd. What is a passion?
This is Dr. Peter Gray, and he believes that we're spending so much effort preparing a child for life that we're defying nature itself, and the side effects are dangerous.
I'm convinced that that is part of the reason for the high levels of anxiety and depression among young people today.
But what if the secret ingredient for preparing a child for life can't come from a parent, coach, or teacher, and instead has to evolve naturally?
Over the past decades, there's been a huge decline in children's opportunities to play, and generally, those mammals that have the most to learn play the most.
Is there something that wild animals know that we don't? Maybe it's time to set the children free.
This is Stand Together Presents stories, ideas, and advice from changemakers tackling our biggest challenges.
I'm an evolutionary psychologist, which means really that I'm interested in how our human nature came about by natural selection.
One of the shocking discoveries that Peter learned studying mammals is that play is an essential step in our educational development.
So it turns out that all young mammals play. Play is nature's way of ensuring that the young animals practice the skills that are important for their survival. Predatory animals play at predation. They play at tracking down other animals and pouncing on them. On the other hand, prey animals, they play at dodging and darting and getting away. Children all over the world want to play. They want to play with other children. They want to play in risky ways. They want to play at building things. So why? And the answer from an evolutionary perspective is, well, these are all the things that human beings everywhere have to learn.
So there is a point to play. It's a valuable form of education that starts a person's journey towards self-actualization. But if it's so crucial to their development, why are today's kids busy doing, well, everything else?
Early 1980s, a book came out titled A Nation at Risk, claiming that we were falling behind the other countries in education. So there was this sudden pressure to improve children's test scores, and that led to a reduction in the amount of summer vacation. It led, in some cases, to longer school days. But most significantly, it led to homework even in elementary school, which did not previously exist. And I think it's not surprising that over the same period of time that there has been a continuous decline in children's freedom to really be children, there has been a continuous increase in all sorts of mental disorders. We know that since the 1950s, there has been roughly an 8-fold increase in the rates of what today would be diagnosed as major depressive disorder or a generalized anxiety disorder. There is at least a 6-fold increase in suicides. When we deprive children of play, we're taking away the activity that makes them most happy. And it's giving the children confidence that they can do things independent of adult supervision and intervention.
Adults may think that children are getting enough time to play, but it's important to understand what real play actually is.
Play, in my view, is an activity that is self-chosen and self-directed. It's just something you do because you want to do it. If an adult stands up, whether in school or someplace else, and says, now children, we're all going to play this, it's not play. One of the major functions of play is it's how children learn to initiate and direct their own activities. Play by definition is creative. It is also mostly imaginative. Little children playing superheroes or imagining that they're superheroes. They're engaging themselves really in the highest order of human thinking, which is hypothetical thinking. So they acquire a lot of information in play that helps them in life. They acquire attitudes about life. They learn passions about life. They acquire a kind of toughness by dealing with the stresses that occur in normal play and interacting with other people. So in the short run, they gain happiness and satisfaction with life. And in the long run, they gain skills that are needed for success and happiness in life.
Self-directed play is one of the best ways to help a child unlock their passions, but this requires adults to take a step back and let them grow.
If you have a program that works with children, give them more opportunity for self-direction. Children need time away from adults in order to come to realize they themselves can be powerful. They themselves can be in charge. They themselves can do things. I think that if we can get back to a world where children can really play as children did in the past, we will see people who are happier with themselves, more confident. We will probably see people who are less driven by external rewards and more driven by wanting to live a meaningful life, a life that is satisfying to them and where they also feel like they are contributing in some real way to the world. Children by nature want to get out and do things that are adventurous. They want to do things that are a little challenging. We have to let them do that more.
Stand Together partners with changemakers tackling our biggest challenges. To see more stories, follow our channels. And to learn more about how you can partner with us, go to standtogether.org.